Yeah, and now we will come to the final winner, and for the prize of 3,000 euro. And what does it says? Gaia-X Tech-X Hackathon number 7, winner first place, awarded by the Gaia-X Association to the first place winner on May 24th. And this first, can you put it there that we can see it? This first place winner is a team consisting, and I asked them to come down, Marco, Julia, Sherkan, Lawrence, Stefan, Gaius, Marashi, and Yogi, the team great. Yeah, so get ready here. Congrats. And you will explain to us what great means, why you have chosen the name. And from the jury, this team has been chosen for the first prize because the real novelty of the solution you have created during this hackathon, the contribution to Gaia-X, the contribution to our ecosystem, and also the very good presentation you did. So you did a very good performance, and now it's up to you to even peak this performance.
Thank you very much. And especially thanks to the team for the hard work and very nice project we did on the hackathon. So Team GREAT stands for Gaia-X, reliable ecosystem for awesome technologies, one of which we will share with you today. Good, we have the slides. So this is a joint project with 3 companies, TNO, we are a research institute, BIT, which is a cloud service provider and smart sense application developer. And well, the team has already been introduced, you see them on the slides. So the context of this hackathon project is a cloud federation with Gaia-X for small, medium enterprise cloud service providers. So usually you have heard most Gaia-X projects talk about data sharing and data federation, let's say. What we are focusing on is, let's say, the bottom part of the X. So when you want to share resources across different companies, so federation of cloud resources and cloud infrastructure, that is our focus. And how to do that reliably and with a level of trust between different cloud service providers. So that is the context. In the story that I'm going to show you, we are following provider A and provider B, Alice and Bob. And they want to, let's say, Alice, she already has making use of provider A services for the cloud, and she needs more compute. And she would like to peer with a Kubernetes cluster from provider B so that the compute resources can be aggregated and increased in that way. But how can she trust provider B? Luckily, there is this marketplace that company X, let's say, has founded, in which they say, well, every provider that is registered with our marketplace, we will verify that they are compliant with certain ISO regulations, and also any contract you sign with a new provider, we will also verify that the contract has been signed and all the requirements you have for trust are verified, let's say. So provider B wants to offer their Kubernetes cloud service on this marketplace. They want it to be, they want to append an ISO certification, so they're going to an accreditation board to get their certification, so they can offer their services on the marketplace and prove that they have it. So they will now request a verification from the accreditation board and receive a verifiable credential, which will be used to validate that indeed they have a certain ISO, which is a requirement for Alice, or one of the requirements. So they have gotten the VC, they have now downloaded on their machine, and they will save it because it will be used, they will need to upload it on the marketplace when they're decide to offer their service, which is the next slide. So here we're seeing the provider view of the marketplace, in which a service, they will be offering a service. They first need to log in to the marketplace. And inside the marketplace, you will already see other services that they have, but they want to add a new one, which is a Kubernetes cluster. It will be verifiably secure because they have the ISO certification, but to prove that they have it, that is in the VC. In the marketplace, you need to upload the file of the ISO, and we have also created shackle shapes that are expecting a certain VC to prove that indeed the cloud service provider has the required ISO certification. So you see here in 3 parts the shackle shapes we also made to verify that VC. Well, Bob is now checking that what is expected in the shackle shapes. He's uploading the verified credentials and he's adding the service onto the marketplace. Again, previewing the VC before uploading. And the marketplace is made in that way that only if the VC matches the shackle shape, you will get this window saying that the service has been offered. Otherwise, it will fail. So the check takes place in this when you click the button Add Service. Okay, so now the service has been added to the marketplace. We will now move to the consumer view. So Alice wants to seize this Kubernetes cluster, sees that it is verifiably secure. She's very interested. She wants to buy it. And now there are some additional requirements from the marketplace. Well, it says before, how can you trust provider B? You need to sign a certain contract with terms and conditions in which they're visible, and the legal risk. There's a special new clause we added in case of certain hazardous events that you are aware what happens then in the contract, and you then get a VC for the you have just seen for the contract, and this new clause of legal risk added. And you have just seen the window, you have accepted it, it has been signed, and afterwards you can now connect, use Lyco. Lyco is a technology for connecting, for peering to Kubernetes clusters. You're now ready to do that. What we have just seen in the last step is appending, let's say, a legal risk clause to the terms and conditions. This is something new. We have expanded the Gaia-X ontology to account for this legal risk. You see this in the visually represented diagram, and also created shackle shapes for the validation you just saw, where the VC was matched with the shackle shape using PyShackle. Finally, now you know provider A knows she can trust provider B. The Lyco peering over the 2 Kubernetes clusters can take place. So the first step in the top part of the code is that provider B opens the door for peering. And the second step is that provider A runs some commands of Lyco so that peering can be established and the unidirectional peering from A to B can be completed. Once this is done, workloads can be scheduled and the infrastructure of Alice has been expanded successfully. And the main thing to keep in mind is that once the contribution from this Gaia-X point of view is that you can validate the trust between these 2 actors to not only technically be able to peer, but to know that you can trust them. Thank you very much. Okay. One more addition we thought we were discussing is that although we have in this hackathon looked at the peering process, which is still manual, an interesting follow-up would be to automate it. And the requirement would be to include the peering command or the credentials that are required to peer, to somehow transport them together with a verified credential. If we could find a way to do that, then you could automate this process of peering. But one issue is that the verifiable credential is currently public, so you cannot really send secret keys with it. So that's an area to explore to make this even easier in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. So, congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, you stay here.
And also to you.
Thank you very much.